Ah, crap, I forgot to open my webcam. Alright. Well, that was a boo-boo on my part. My webcam actually detaches from... Like, it's got, like, a holder thing that attaches it to my PC. So I have it, like, up here. But when I'm not recording, I just take it off, because it's kind of in the way. Anyway. Welcome back, chat. The arms on this guy are wrong. But... let me do a new canvas real quick. C, Control V. We're gonna delete this one. Make sure this works. Control C, Control V. Control C, Control V. Control C, Control V. I think I figured out what the issue was last time with the missing frame. Control C, Control V. Okay. So now, we'll turn on View, Onion Skin Mode, View, and we'll click on the first frame. Autoplay. Yeah, so I just have to make the arms swing back, and we should be good. 1, 2. So, like, hypothetically, we axe that layer, right now. I'm gonna see if this works. We'll play it at 6. Yeah, so it looks right. Like, the arms are swinging properly, but I'm just not done yet. Because of this frame. So, what we'll do is we'll go back over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the arms and the body. I don't know which one's the body. Yeah, this guy. I'm going to get rid of him. Is that the right 105? No, it's not. That one's still not it. That's the one. The McRib, Harry. It only comes around once or twice a year. The McRib, Harry. Now I just need to find the 110 that matches it, which is going to be annoying. Oh, that's the shoe. That's one of them. Okay, so now I just have to find you. First of all, I had ought to correct you too while I'm here. Okay. So now what we need to do is using frame 6 as a guideline. We need the next arc of the arm swing. Hang on a minute. Oh, because it's resetting. There's only 6 images. I love that the skate actually looks pretty fluid. I'm pretty happy with it so far. I might do one more hair at some point. But I'm very happy with how it's looking so far. But yeah, anyway. So using that as the guideline. Does frame 4 have the matching arm for that? Yeah, but it doesn't have the matching lowering arm. Oh wait, yeah, it does. Oh, interesting. That's frame 5, so it should drop and then swing back across. So this arm is wrong on frame 6. One of the arms is off. Your bloody arm's off. I don't know why frame 4 is enabled. Oh, Jordan Goodman. Wow, this animation is fire. I have a math test on Wednesday. Got to lock in tomorrow night. Fun. And by fun, I mean not at all. Oh, because frame 4 is the matching animation. For frame 7. Not for frame 6. So what I need is the arm from 4. I want to say it's this guy. One of these guys. This guy. The McRib, Harry. It got us through tough times, Harry. We need the McRib, Harry. I don't know if you saw it, but our house got electricity again. I did. I didn't get to respond to it. I saw it just before I went into work. Okay, so then what comes after frame 4? Well, frame 5 would be the... Oh, no, it would be frame 3's arm. Which I'm just now realizing is wrong, because this hand wouldn't go... Well, because if he's like this, and then they swing, and then, yeah, it's fine. So it is frame 3. So basically, after frame 7, so frame 7's arms should be identical to frame 3's arms? Really? Do I have those separated anywhere? $100 and $100. Oh, it's... Oh, here's 100. You. And I believe what I did was I just flipped it and then matched it up, but I can just do frame 3. Make frame 3 semi-transparent. But I'm happy your house has power again. My friend. However, our water on the bathroom floor is getting fixed. My mom and I are still crashing at Grandma's. Alright, well. I mean, at least you have family to stay with through the troubling times. Take comfort in that. Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay, so then we're gonna erase this. 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 And this, and this, and this, and this. Alright, we no longer need frame 3 to be a pass-through frame. So that's good. So the legs on 7 and 1 match up. We also went to Wendy's today. The woman took our order, was rude as fuck. She's got an attitude with my mom and I was ready to throw hands. Jeez. Well, fast food workers, you know, they're usually having a bad day. So don't judge too hard. Well, frame 7 has the hands from frame 3. So the hands after frame 3 would be frame 4. Wait, doesn't frame 6 have the same hands as frame 4? So it'd be the ones before that. So it's frame 8, right? So this is frame 8. Frame 8 would have the hands from frame 2 and the legs from frame 3? I want to say that is correct. No one messes with my mommy. Yeah, I understand that. I'm very protective of mine, too. So it's the hands from frame 2. And the legs from frame 3. So we need these legs to go up into this frame. Well, I suppose we'll have to find which ones are actually those ones. So it's these two. Okay, that should do. That should do nicely. So now, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then we can grab layers. Whoa, whoa, what's still visible? Oh, oops. We can grab frame 7. And frame 8. Now we'll test it again. It's looking better already. I'm honestly pretty impressed. So what we need to do now is get, I believe it'll be 9 frames to BRB. All right, well, I look forward to you coming back. I believe we need 1 more frame. Where's the body? Where's the body? Okay, so now comes the hard part. We need to duplicate frame 1, put it above frame 8, and then this guy's going to be frame 9. And this should complete the loop, a 9-frame loop. It's actually pretty good. But the legs don't match up, because 8 and 2, 3 have the same legs. So that means 9 and 2 have to match up. So down into the archives I go. That one. And that one. Duplicate you, hide you, put you above you, duplicate you, hide you, grab these two. Come with me. You, nope. Delete these guys. Go to 105. No, I can just hit the hotkey for that, but I'm... No, it's Control Y. This. There. Got it. Going to destroy with this. Okay, so now we copy you. Paste you here. View. Autoplay. Full screen that. Slow the frame rate down. Ah, there's one missing. There's one missing. Which means the arms on this guy are wrong. I see it. Oh, welcome back. I knew you were black. Hey, Jake. It's one frame that's missing. I see it. I know which one it is, but I gotta figure out where. See, because where's the midpoint? Frame 4 is the midpoint. You know, doing the usual. If frame 4 is the midpoint, then... That's right. That's right. Wait, it goes from this to this to this. This hand never gets used again. The frame 2 one. Because if I'm not mistaken... No, it does. Okay. They all come in pairs. So what about the frame 3 hands? The frame 3 hands I know appeared in frame 7. Did the frame 4 hands appear in frame 8? No. Interesting. Frame 8 has the wrong hands. These should be on frame 9. Which would then loop it back to frame 1. I see. So then... This should be frame 8. Or... The legs on frame 8 are right. The arms are wrong on frame 8. Frame 8 should have the frame 4 arms. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab you. Oh my god. Oh, whoa. Grab that. Gonna grab that. And I'm gonna grab both of you. Nope, shut up. Okay, move that. Alright, and then these will all go into frame 8. It'll look a little chaotic at first, but visible 105. I have to erase part of this. Okay. I see now. And the stuff that's invisible in frame 8, apart from the body, so these two... Stop. Ugh. I don't even mean to double click. I'm like misclicking it. Okay. And the body. The body. Where's the body? Not the hair, the arm. Okay. So we'll grab this instead. We'll get rid of the 8 and the 9. Paste our new 8. And then we'll paste our new 9, and we'll see if it works. This is all played at 6. No, something's jumbled up here now. What's wrong? Show me. Oh! That works. Can I pause it? I kind of see what's wrong here, I think. Wait, so we go boom, 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 boom. Oh, 8 should come before 7. And then 9? Wait, let's see. Let's see how that looks. Put it back at 6. Oh, but the legs, obviously, yeah, I gotta fix the legs on 8 and 7. I gotta swap the legs, but that's fine. Okay, interesting. So the legs on 8 and the legs on 7. So the legs on 7, I believe, are both 110 and 161. So these guys we will remove from here. We'll have to do some minor corrections, obviously, but that's fine. So then frame 7, let's try that again. That's the whole process. That's the beauty of art right there is, where are the legs? It's correcting and recorrecting. It's kind of annoying, it's kind of fun, but hey, you know, it just works out in the end sometimes. You gotta trust the process, kids. You gotta trust the process. Oh shit, I just realized I made a boo-boo. This is in the back, so why would I be... Yep, I see it. Okay, and then we go to... Yep, that one. And then it is a simple matter of connecting the dots there. And then we do the same for frame 8. Although it might just be easier to go find the missing legs on frame 8. But first, just gonna zoop and jaboingaloing. There we go. Okay. Fuck, legs are visible right now. Okay. Alright, then we get rid of this. 105. Connect this. Then we go down to frame 1. That. Bring this into frame 8. Frame 7, genius. Okay. So now we'll grab frame 7. We will delete 7, 8, and 9. Grab frame 7. We'll grab frame 8. And then to finish it off, we will grab frame 9. Wait, what? Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Please don't. Please don't be serious. Don't do this to me. Hold on. Wait, what? Six. Okay, so the legs now aren't moving between 6 and 7. Awesome. That's fucking fun. So I'm missing the middle frame between 6 and 7. That's fun. This doesn't make sense either. I'm gonna try something. I'm just gonna watch the arms real quick. Okay, so now I have the arms right, but I don't have the legs right. So frame 8 is the problem frame. This guy right here is the one that's the issue. This is the problem frame. And if he's like, oh, yeah, it's very funny. This is a toughie. Animating is so frustrating for me because I hate when I'm doing a puzzle and I don't know what the piece that I'm missing is. So if these legs match these ones. Oh, they match 5. So 6's legs need to be on frame 8. Or in reality, I guess, frame 9. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get rid of frame 8 altogether. I'm going to rename this one to frame 8. Wait. Okay, then this should also go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so this should be working. I don't understand. What am I missing here? What am I missing? That's it. I see it now. It's the legs on 5. 5's legs should be 6's, 6's should be 7's, 7 should be 8's, and then it loops back to 1. That's what I was missing. I had one too many frames. I was duplicating them one too many times. That's what it was. The whole time. Unfortunately, I didn't really do anything to these two. Now it goes 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So which one would come after 6? So if 5's legs match up with what 6's were, and 6's were 2's, then that would mean that 6's legs, which are now missing, would match frame 1's. Okay, hang on. Let me see. Okay, so now the legs are right. All the way up to frame 5. Frame 6, if these two are matching, which they are, then frame 6 should have frame 1. Which means frame 7 is wrong. Frame 8 is wrong. Frame 6 should have the legs. I just made a big mistake. Both of these need to exist, but frame 6 should have the legs out of frame 1. And then the cycle should reset itself. So then frame 7 should have the legs from frame 2 again. which were these legs. Huh. And for the record, there's no ground underneath it because it's gonna go at the top of the screen whenever you guys drop a follow. He's not flying. They're air shoes. Give it a minute. You'll see the vision. You just gotta wait. You gotta be patient. I know that's hard. What legs are frame 2 again? Oh shit. Look at that. So then frame 7 has the wrong legs, obviously. These don't need to exist anymore. Which does mean that I have to repair the arms for frame 100. That's fine. That's fine. We can handle that. Oh, shit. Wrong one. Boosh. Okay. And then we go to, I believe it's 160 is the body on this one, yeah. Okay, so then what comes after the legs on, I'm assuming that's frame 2, would be frame 3. I believe. It is the legs of frame 3. Let's get rid of all the invisible stuff so that I don't have to deal with it. That one's fine. This one. I need to find the matching 110 for. And it's you. Okay. Okay, now I believe. How many frames do I have over here? 5. So now I go 6. Need to correct 6 a little bit. Let's get rid of these. So we don't need them anymore. Go to 105, get rid of this. We don't need it. Six, 7, and 8. And then if 8 matches with a 4, a 5. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, I'm confused now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then this one has the same legs as 8. So there has to be a 9th frame. Where it goes back to frame 4. But if the arms on this one are the arms from frame 2, and we're going in reverse order now, because it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on that end to get to that side. Then it should be counting down 1, 2, 3. So then that would go backwards from 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So frame 9 should have these hands, shouldn't it? Because this one matches up with frame 3. Oh, but is it 5 the midpoint? Is 5 considered the midpoint again? Hang on, I can figure this out. It's a math problem I just don't know the answer to yet. 1, 2. Why am I not doing this over here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So then the reverse move should happen in 4 moves. One, 2, 3, 4, and then back to 1. There's one too many sets of legs. It has to be, right? I mean, I think frame 4's legs are possibly wrong. No, because they have to cross over at some point, logically. 3, 4. Easy way to test this. If that's 2 through 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's frame 4. Shit. We'll put this as 0. We'll just call this one 0 so that we can easily keep track of these. 1. We'll call you 1. We'll call you 2. Three. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. View. Autoplay. Wait. Did I just get it? Did I do it by accident? I think I've been overthinking it this whole time. I've been overthinking it this whole time, huh? That's crazy. I had it the whole time and I just didn't know it. But that's so weird. There's like that one moment. If you play it at, like, let's play it at a lower frame rate. Let's play it at 4. It slows down when they touch each other in the middle, and it doesn't need to. When it could just as easily go like this, because frame 4 to 5. Let's say I excluded frame 4. Play it at 6. Wait, is it still showing it? Oh, it is. No, don't want to do that. What if I made this one visible, but like... I could delete it real quick and then just Control-Z it once I'm done. I mean, I can't tell. I can't tell which way would be better, honestly. Let's see it with 4 again. Honestly, I think it might be better without frame 3. Or frame 4. That cross-up frame, I don't think is necessary. Because, like, let's play it... Hold on. Let's play it without frame 4. Let's play it without frame 4, but let's play it at... What would be a reasonable frame rate? Let's play it at something you guys would see it at. Let's play it at 30. Okay, 30 might be a little high. 10? Eight? Okay, maybe it would be playing at 6. See, without the color, I can't tell. So maybe I should just start coloring them and, like, doing corrections. Also, I'm noticing something I might want to do. We shall see. But for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to file, I'm going to save, and then I'm going to file, save as. Now I'm going to check and make sure I have the right file amount here. I think I do. Not there. Not there either. Is it in here? Let's see. Where are we looking? Not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one. Okay, so they are separate. All right. So this is now on step 2. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go down through all of these and delete them all. All of it. Gone. Forever. Not really. I made a copy. And now comes this is where the fun begins. Import image to new layer. We'll just grab a good version of Fuse that we can use. Let's grab... This guy's 1920 by 1080, I think. I think this guy is. Yeah, he is. Okay. So let's grab our skin tone here. And let's go to work, kids. I really hope I can do this. It's been a long project, but if I pull it off, it'll look really cool for every stream from now on. Because I'm going to have him skate across the top of the screen, if you guys haven't been watching the episodes so far. We'll have this little dude skating across the top of the screen. He might become an emote. But the real plan is, like, if we get a new follower, or maybe a sub. He might be the tier 1 sub thing from now on. He might become the tier 1 sub guy. Where if we get a tier 1, he'll go skating across the top of the screen. Hopefully I can make it work. We will see if I can with the alert box that I have set up. He'd basically go and then fly behind the webcam or like run over to the webcam and disappear, or run across the top of the screen and then disappear on the other side. I think it'd be kind of cool. And it's definitely something unique to this channel, unique to me. Like, nobody else in my friend circle has something like that. So it'll be mine. Because that's the tough part of doing it with the line art, is seeing things match up. You kind of have to have the color for that first. But the good news is with animation, you don't have to be as detailed because people can't see as much of it. You know, it kind of disappears into your screen. Like, as it's moving, you'd have to, like, screenshot it, the stream frame by frame to see any of the mistakes. And so that is the benefit of drawing for animation, is you get a little more leeway in terms of your perfectionism. Which is always a plus. You guys know me, I am a huge perfectionist when it comes to my drawing stuff. I always try and give you the best. But that's kind of my mantra with the channel in general. I just want to create stuff that gives you guys enjoyment in broad terms. Where, like, I know I'm doing something that's unique and fun that we both enjoy. That's how I treat this. I was talking to Mariah about it the other day, actually. Oh, which, by the way, if somehow there are people on YouTube that watch these and haven't already heard of any of my friends, go subscribe to Could Be Mariah. She's great. But most of my Twitch viewers already know that, so I'm gonna move on. But yeah, I was talking to her the other day about it, and she was like, explaining to me why she likes streaming and stuff like that. And the reason I do it, I joke about, like, the money stuff all the time. The reason I personally have put so much time into improving, like, the sub stuff isn't because I want your money. It's because I felt bad that there were people subscribing to me and they weren't really getting any benefit out of it. That's why I went out of my way to do all of this, was because I was like, I want to make stuff that makes that feel like a worthwhile investment. Because I feel like a dick. You know, like, I'll look at it and see the Twitch revenue that I get, and I'm like, you guys don't get anything out of following or subbing to me. You get nothing. So I wanted to create reasons for you to come back for more. Reasons for you to, like, want those things. Because I was like, you know, at the end of the day, I feel like that's the only way to really do this as a job, quote, quote, is like, and I need a different fuse for this part. Where is he? There he is. There's my OC do not steal. There he is. There's my boy. There's that boy. That boy. But yeah, I just want to create cool stuff for you guys. Oh, that's why the hair looks weird, because there's only 3 frames of the hair, and there should be 4. Okay, so I'll have to make an extra frame of the hair. But since this is just the first frame, I can color it today. So everything else is basically operating in 2s. in pairs of 2, except the hair. The hair's operating in 3. That's why the hair, like, draws your attention away. And we don't want that. But yeah, I just like making stuff that you guys can enjoy. So that's kind of why I do it. I do it because it's the things that I love that are novel that I know that you guys can get some enjoyment out of too. I feel like that makes it all worth it in the end to me. You know, because while this is one of the best jobs in the world, probably the best in my opinion. Like, if I could be a full-time content creator, hell yeah, I would be. Hell yeah. But, I do it for that reason, though. I do it because I want to create stuff for you guys so that you can really enjoy this as much as I do. Because I don't think it's necessarily all about me anymore. When I started this, I did it because I wanted to sort of expand my circle of people I could open up to learn how to be a better version of myself. And I feel like I've gotten closer to that, and so now I want to be able to share that with all of you, to give you the opportunity to, you know, learn from my mistakes, enjoy my successes. You know, we've gotten this far together as a team in a way, so I want to share that. I don't know. I might be talking out my ass here, but it's just something I think about. You know, I want to make the mission statement clear with all of this. And with everything I plan to do in the future, that's kind of the idea. Is I just want to create stuff that you can enjoy, but that isn't just the same thing you could find somewhere else. I feel like when I stream, I add a little bit of myself to all of it. Like, the Fuse persona I put on when we're playing, like, Peak or something like that. Like, yeah, I am loud like that sometimes in real life, but obviously I do it to be entertaining. I do it because I want you guys to enjoy the moment. Now, sometimes I'm genuinely shocked, but when I'm being extra silly and goofy, it's because, you know, I want chat to have a good time. I want you guys to enjoy the ride all the way to the end. And I hope I've achieved that so far. Okay, I gotta grab something from Discord. Let me see. Where did I leave it? There. That's what I was looking for. I need the one without the filters on it. No Snapchat filters here. Can't have those. Why is he so tall? Oh. I mean, I am in real life, but still. It's a little weird. Oh, shit. I never noticed that. There's a line missing on the shoes. I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for that while I'm working. I mean, honestly, though, it's small enough I feel like I could get away with this. So I'm going to. But how are we gonna beat Billy Mitch? No, I'm kidding. I don't want to get sued. Unlike the other guys who make fun of him, I can't afford a lawsuit. But yeah, I just want to make that clear, chat. You know, you guys are pretty awesome. You've given me a lot of support over the years, and I plan to deliver some pretty cool stuff to you. But I do want to make clear that, like, it's not all going to be gaming. I know a large contingent of my audience watches... Well, I can't really say that anymore, can I? Because I've seen a lot of people show up for a lot of the art-related content that I've done, and a lot of people have seemed to enjoy it. So I guess to all of you who have supported all of these streams, this is what I'm more passionate about. So I really appreciate your continued support. So to those people out there specifically who are either watching this on Twitch or watching this on YouTube, thank you and expect more in the future. Because there will be more, and it's going to be good. There's going to be a lot. And if you're out there and you feel like you could be an artist, but you're nervous because of X, Y, or Z, you don't want to put yourself out there, do me a favor and stop overthinking of it. Stop overthinking it. Ugh. Breathe. Do your box breathing. 5 seconds in, hold for 5 seconds, breathe out for 5 seconds. It's very calming. It was used as a joke in a recent Marvel show, but I really like it. It's very, very helpful as a meditative technique. Just remember, if you're creating something, no matter what it is, if you're doing photography, music, art, acting, filmmaking, whatever floats your boat, remember that everyone who has ever done it was at one point as nervous as you. And that more importantly, nobody ever does everything perfectly. You know, for the best movie you've ever seen, the director of that movie, the writer of that movie, the people who worked their asses off on it probably look at it and go, I could have done that better. They all do. Every single one. It's impossible to look at something like that and go, oh, I did it perfectly the first try. Some people may say, oh, I have a natural given talent. I don't believe in that. I don't believe people are born with skills like that. To be perfect at something the first try, I don't really believe it, frankly. I think they're all fibbers. I think they're all lying. They're fibbing. Because nobody truly talented ever says, I was just born this good. They'll want to tell you about the journey they went on to get to where they are. The trials that it took to push them to the extreme, to the limit of what they thought they were capable of. And it's those people that are really talented. You know, sure, people can get lucky, you know. Anybody can get lucky and write a good essay or animate a masterpiece once. But it's the people that really care about their craft, that really want to get to where they want to go. Those are the type of people that will find a way. You know, they'll always figure out a way to one-up themselves, to do better next time. And that's also true to their own detriment. They'll always be their harshest critic. So to you all out there, just remember that if you're nervous about whatever you're working on, you're not the first person to be nervous, and you're not going to be the last. But you could be the first person, you know, to succeed at whatever you're trying to do. And that's arguably the more important thing. Success is not a measure of how many times we succeed. It is a measure of how many times we manage to get back up and try again. So keep trying. Whatever you're trying to do, if you're feeling like, oh, I can't do this, I'm not good enough, I'm nobody, keep trying. You never know where it might take you. do a fan art contest. Oh, shit. I didn't make a new layer for that. Maybe I should focus on what I'm doing right now. Well, anyway. You guys get what I mean, I'm sure. Just keep it in mind. And never compare yourself to others. Only compare you to you. It's the only way you'll ever actually get better at anything. Your goal is not to outdo the guy next to you. Your goal is to outdo the you were last week, last month, last year. You have to outdo him or her. That's who you're aiming to beat out. You know, you don't have to worry about, oh, does the guy next to me, is he better? Does he have better equipment than me? Is he better at speaking than me? Is he better at writing than me? Don't worry about that. Because whatever talent you do have is unique to you. You need to accentuate the things that make it quirky and special on its own. For instance, if you're an artist or if you're a voice actor. That's a good one. Voice actors. They do that. Like, a good voice actor isn't trying, unless they're asked, to sound like somebody else. Even when they're asked. Like, one of my favorite examples is Darth Maul from Star Wars The Clone Wars. Sam Witwer. He gets asked to do that character. And rather than do an impression of... There's a hair on my drawing tablet. Rather than do an impression of Peter Serafinowicz's Maul, which he could have very well done. And his impression of Peter's Maul is good. I've heard it in interviews. It's not bad. He goes, instead, I wanted to... Well, he took the character in his own direction. He said after all the things he lived through, he wanted to take him in a direction that reflected some of those struggles, some of the things that Maul had to endure, some of the things that he's feeling. Use that. In any creative respect, use that. Use what you've felt, what you've lived through, what you've experienced. Who you are defines your art form. That's the truth. You could be an MMA fighter. There are genuinely, like, plenty of those out there. Plenty of talented people out there that are, like, the superstar athletes. Because I see MMA fighters as, like, the peak of athleticism. But that's just me. But, like, you could be one of those guys. They don't all fight the same. They have a style. They adapt different martial arts to suit their needs. It's the method by which the whole sport happens. If every MMA fighter fought exactly the damn same, it'd be a pretty boring sport. So don't try and mimic a style. Don't try and copy the guy next to you. The key is to learn what you like about the work of the guy next to you. So if you're a musician and let's say you're a jazz musician, that's an interesting one. And you hear a guy playing the sax or the drums, and he's got a rhythm going, and you hear that. Don't say to yourself, man, I wish I could play like that. Say to yourself, what is he playing that's making me feel like he's more advanced than I am? What is the thing about this specific music? What is the the essence that I can take away from it and make my own. Like my style. My style's a mishmash of, like, several different art styles. You know, I watched a lot of Dragon Ball growing up. One of these days I'll do a video and I'll go through all of the old drawings that I still have. You'll see a lot of it evolve and progress to where I'm at today, where I go for more blobby shapes, because I realized somewhere along the line that blocky shapes, you can't do as much in terms of, like, creative and interesting movement with them. You know, it's why, no offense to Yamamuro, Tadayoshi Yamamuro's art style for Dragon Ball aged so poorly, in my opinion, is because over time, animators got better, and the constraints of his very cubic, like, very rigid character designs became a hindrance on Dragon Ball as a franchise rather than a help. And that's why the Broly movie looks so good, is because they blobified the muscle shapes. They basically made them more round, more round, less angular shapes, because that allows for different artists to inject their style into it and not make it look weird. And that's what any creative should be aiming to do, is find a way to inject your style into something without making it weird. So let's say you're a photographer, right? That's a good one. Rather than looking at other photographers and saying, okay, well, you know, I wish that I could do X, Y, or Z. I wish I had the camera to do this. I wish I had this to do that. Look at the materials you have and say, how can I leverage these? Right? So let's say you got a camera, it's like 5 years old, you know, and you're like, ugh, I wish I had a brand new camera so that I could take shots that looked really, really cool. Instead of that, take advantage of perhaps the aging look of your photos, play into it. You know, use Photoshop, use Lightroom, use stuff like that to add to the effect, make it look intentional, make it yours. Reclaim that as part of your style. Like for me, my hands shake. Hold on, I can show you. You can kind of see there's a slight tremor to all my fingers. And I like to draw, so steady hand is kind of a hard part of that. Like, kind of a non-negotiable part. So rather than say, ugh, I'll never be a good artist because I can't keep my hand steady, I worked it into my style. My line art is intentionally kind of messy because it adds that sort of inky look to it. It's why I use the sharp pen, because then it looks intentional, like I'm trying to create an inked look, instead of like this, or, well, I'm actually pretty steady right now, but hold on. See that? Like the wiggle to that? Think about that, you know? Think about how you can take the disadvantages of your craft and make them advantageous for you. If you do that, you'll always be on the right foot to success. At least from my experience, from the people I've seen, that's the most successful people I've ever met are the people who took the disadvantages they have in life and made them advantages instead. Used them as leverage to improve themselves and to reach their goals faster. And sure, not everything's gonna work out the way you think it's gonna. I learned that the hard way from experience. But things will work out the way they're supposed to. And that's what's important. So just keep that in mind. Keep in mind the fact that though things may not always seem to be working, though it may not seem that, oh, these disadvantages that I have can be leverage to make my life better. Hell, I mean, you can kind of apply it to everything. If you think about it. You could say that about everything. You can say that about romance. You can say that about school. You can say it about anything. Take your disadvantages and think about how you can turn them around to make them advantages. Because once you do that, Nothing will be out of reach. Nothing ever. Once you figure out how to leverage the things you cannot control, you'll be able to do anything. I wanted to say that. I don't know. Sometimes I hope that the things I say in here reach someone. I know not a lot of people pay attention when I'm streaming these live, but I hope that they're reaching someone out there someday. I hope that I'm helping you, whoever you are. Hope that I'm helping you think a little bit more constructively and less down on yourself. Don't let the disadvantages define you. Define them instead. Okay. Fill that in. Beautiful, beautiful. And if you're struggling right now, struggling to find the positives in life, struggling to think about the good things going on for you, just remember that apart from everything, there is always something worth holding on to, something worth holding out hope for. There's always a dream, a greater reason for you to keep on pushing. I know that's hard to think about, and in the grand scheme of things feels like a platitude, something you'd say to just keep somebody from being down on themselves, but I mean it seriously. You know, from experience, I can tell you it's easy to just kind of wallow in pity and think that things are just the way that they are and nothing's going to get better, nothing's going to improve, that you can't improve, that your situation can't change, but it can. Everything in life is possible through effort. You just have to push yourself to try. Push yourself to get out there, to meet people, to work at improving whatever skill you want to improve, to face a difficult challenge or person you need to speak to, or things like that. It's all about effort. You have to make the effort. Otherwise, eventually, the effort won't be worth it anymore. So don't hesitate. You know, if you're looking to pursue something, if you're looking to learn a skill, if you're looking to solve a problem, face it now. Face it as soon as you hear this, you know. You have all of the agency in the world to do so. So do it. Seize the day. What's the phrase? Carpe diem, I think it is. Make today the last day you wait to solve a problem. Last day you wait to address an issue. I believe in you guys. You've all changed my life for the better. So, I like to give back where I can, and hopefully help just one of you through a tough time and maybe change yours. Well, that actually looks kind of cool. Damn, that looks awesome. Holy shit. Alright, I'm gonna save. And just chill for a minute, start winding things down as best I can. I wish I had more time, but unfortunately I do have to wake up tomorrow, so I recently moved shifts, so now I go to work during the day. I don't go at night. This stream was a little later, but that's because I didn't start right away, basically. You know, I got home, had dinner, did some stuff, and then came down and did this, so took a little bit. But I'm happy leaving it at that for the night. So, if you're watching on YouTube and you enjoyed tonight's stream, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Oh, Cozy World of Ash with the 3-stream streak. Nice, very nice. If you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, just drop a follow on Twitch. The little number's going up. We're almost at 310 already. 310 subscribers. We almost got, or followers. We almost got 10 in January. Like, we could get to 400 faster than I thought if we keep the numbers up. You know, keep pushing, right? So, yeah, if you guys want to do that, that would be great. The link is in the description of every stream. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can see it there. If you're watching on Twitch, most of you are already following, so that's great. If you're a subscriber, congrats. You got sub badges and new emotes. We finished those pretty early this year. I think that was the last thing we finished was the sub badges. So you've got a lot of stuff in there that you can use now. We've got many months of sub badges, so you got a lot of stuff to collect. And anyone who's donated bits, I really appreciate it. There is emotes for that too, so hopefully you guys get to enjoy all of those. Yeah, that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful day tomorrow. You deserve it, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye, guys.